Good afternoon, Gary. Welcome back to the podcast for this week. And unfortunately, we will be having a Rory love-in this week, won't we?
Yes, we definitely will, Mark. We will. I won't say what I said earlier about what happened during.
No, you don't. Please don't, because there are children and animals watching this.
But in all seriousness, how good was he?
It was phenomenal. It was.
Oh man!
I mean,
I need to put my specs on here because I want to get my facts right here.
You wanted to try and appear to be intelligent.
Well, if you remember, we weren't going to be called AmEveryGolfer. We were going to be called the Two Specky Golfers, weren't we?
Specky Golfers.
But
yeah.
we had a wee look at the poll for it.
We love Rory, or I love Rory.
Well, I think I've got a separate podcast just for called Rory and Gary. That's what it's called. Do you know what? Seriously, see Marcy?
Where?
My daughter, yes, my daughter
okay,
Marcy.
right.
Marcy was going to be called Rory. She was a wee boy. And now we live and regret the fact that we've not called her Rory.
Yeah.
Because she would have carried it off because she's quite.
I'm sure Marcy is not regretting that decision.
No, Marcy is definitely not. And to be fair, Marcy is also of less sound mind like her daddy, because when Rory's on, she'll come in, and when the golfer's on, she won't say, "Is the golf on, daddy?" She'll come in and say, "Is Rory playing, daddy?"
That's terrible. Okay, let's. I don't know how much you want to dissect this. But
I'm not going to dissect. I just want to wallow in my absolute love for Rory McIlroy.
Let me talk about something. If it goes back to what I spoke about a few weeks ago about patterns in golf, patterns in sport. Okay, so
I'm going to have to agree here, which is going to really annoy me.
So remember we spoke about the Scottish Schauffele pattern with the the TPC, and then obviously winning, and then the sort of the many shots.
Yeah.
Obviously it was the Arnold Palmer Bay Hill TPC, and it was the match in Tiger. Right, it was the exact same. He won his second Masters and Tiger won his second Masters. So, in 2014,
knowledge is the bomb.
2014, right? Rory won his last major.
Yeah.
Okay, where was it at?
Valhalla.
Okay, where are they playing this week?
Valhalla. Okay,
what did you do the week before?
He won. Mark, that is quite good knowledge. I'll give you that.
So he actually won the week before that as well.
I'm quite surprised that I knew that and didn't link it.
He actually probably the best. They reckon he had the best run of golf ever within like a 3 or 4 week period. He won the Open, he won the WGC, and then he won the USPGA. Now, he won the week before. Playing at Valhalla this week. The last time, 2014, 2024. That pattern thing again.
You've been up way too late at night looking at
I know,
really obscure information. It is absolutely brilliant, but what?
But you go back to obviously the caddy at the Masters, who had caddied for Bubba.
Yeah.
And when did he win?
I have no idea.
He had the 2 years, 12.
Oh, he won the Masters?
Yeah, and then obviously he's won 2022, 2024. That pattern in sport again is following up. So it's that pattern. And I think, put my hand up, we both a few weeks back said Rory for Valhalla.
Absolutely.
And you can go back and anybody can check that. That wasn't edited anyway. We both said horses for courses.
No, I paid Ben an extra tenner and he edited that for me.
And I've said what? Savvy?
yeah, if only.
I know. But I do genuinely believe it will be interesting. And the commentators last night were talking about him and Scotty Scheffler and saying there's no guarantee Scotty Scheffler's playing this week because he has got until Wednesday and he has not said
he's on baby watch, isn't he?
Yeah. So he's not definitely said he is playing. But it'd be interesting to see Scotty Scheffler in the form he's in and Rory play like he played yesterday. And not just yesterday, because he played well on Saturday and Friday and Thursday and patches, and he kept around together on Thursday. That I think in the past few weeks, that would have just got away from him. He started to go birdie bogey.
Yeah,
the old Rory, or pre him and Shane winning, obviously the Zurich, the team event, would have just probably lost it. But he's a different man.
Aye. Oh my God. And see the length of putts he hold?
Yeah.
My God, man.
Phenomenal.
Way over 100 feet.
Yeah. The par putt he held, that was it. And obviously the pivotal moment on 8. I don't think it was just about 8. I think it was the 3rd where he had that massive
putt. Yeah.
And that was what kept him there. So yeah, go on then, right? Well, I've done the sort of sensible part of let's talk about Rory. You can do your love. Tell us about Rory.
I'm not going to do
how much do you love him?
Well, I love him more than life itself.
Do you?
So
that's quite a profound statement to make.
We'll get Ben to edit that with my wife's just for one for Marcy. Marcy and
exactly.
So I was really interested, right? Obviously, there's no cut at all at Wells Fargo, right? Do you know what last place got?
Much.
50 grand. $41,400 for coming last.
Yeah.
I am in the wrong job. I could come last every week.
And quite happily take 41,000.
No problem.
Pounds, I know.
If I'm probably last in my job. No, that's not true. I'm the best at my job.
Are you? But it's amazing to think that Rory $3.6 million.
Mate, second, but I felt a wee bit sorry for Xander Schauffele because he has chapped on that door, I don't know how many times. And even in the warm-up at the putting green just before they left to go to the first tee, I said to Roddy, he's a broken man.
Yeah.
Because he said in commentary, I know my head, but I've got Rory hunting me down. Yeah. And I thought, do I be saying that?
Yeah, already he said he's
leave it to I'm one ahead, and we'll see what Rory can do because I'm just going to play my game.
Yeah, I'll play my game. We'll see if he's good enough.
Right. You know, Jason Day, really good as well, tied fourth.
Yeah,
so that was really good.
He's come back into a game.
Tied fourth at 6 under, 8 shots. Well, no, that's not true. 11 shots behind Rory.
It would have been more had Rory not had that
double bogey.
Well, this is the other thing when you look at Rory played probably from about 6th or 7th hole onwards the way that Rory wants to play golf. Even the last hole.
None of this setting yourself P1. Just, no offence to Butch Harmon, because obviously you could coach me anytime you feel like it.
Butch has done all right with coaching in the past.
He's made a couple of quid out again.
And he says one or two people who've done not too bad at the sport, obviously.
Dustin Johnson. Who else has he done? Dustin Johnson, Tiger. Obviously Tiger's the famous one. Adam Scott.
Yeah, so he's done
they're all not bad swingers of a golf club.
All nice swingers of a golf club. Yeah, they're quite good, actually.
I think there's a couple of majors in there.
Probably one or two.
What did Tiger finish with? 17?
16?
16 majors?
15, 16, 15 I think he's on just now.
Mine's Dustin got?
2?
No, he's won 2.
You sure?
3, yep.
You sure he's got 3?
Adam's got 1, obviously, won the Masters.
Yeah.
Rory's going to end up with another one shortly.
I would think
week.
so. Yeah, I think he's definitely destined for that. So
67, 68, 67, 65
but it
final
day. It should have been a 63. And listen,
I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've been there and nearly broke a car.
But this goes back to this thing about Rory.
I don't mean I've been there for 67, 68, 67, 65 or $3.6 million.
Having this good miss. Mm-hmm. So Rory in the last hole, some ridiculous distance, like 180 odd yards, he's got a 9 iron in his hand. Right. So
I mean that's strong like bull, isn't it?
Yeah. But rather than taking the sort of rather than taking the sensible shot and just aiming slightly right of the
what Rory has to do is to tune into AmEveryGolfer.
He does.
And look at our second episode where we said never hit a full shot in there, hit a 3/4.
Yeah, exactly. Rory, you'd have been fine, or play for the good miss.
I mean, I love the guy, but he has to listen to me sometimes.
No, he does. Yeah.
He has to listen to me sometimes.
I'm sure he does, Gary. I'm sure he tunes in every single week to say,
listen,
I'm going to go in and see what Mark and Gary are saying about me this week, because I know Gary loves me.
And he's full of unbelievably shit advice, but he'll definitely give me 3.6 million.
That's all I need to know.
Well, I'm not joking, mate. I know it's a standing joke that I absolutely adore Rory McIlroy, but I think there was something so refreshing about the fact that he wasn't involved in his golf swing. And let me finish before, because obviously he's playing golf, so he's involved in his golf swing, but he wasn't involved in his golf swing. Golf swing. He didn't have any really obnoxious, and I mean that in the best possible way for any PGA instructors out there. He wasn't thinking about positions. He was swinging a golf club, and he played golf how he normally plays golf. Like how I would play with you, or how I would play with me, you and Roddy together, nice and relaxed, and you should just play golf. And he looked incredible. And when he was chatting away with his caddy, who's his best mate, they looked as if they were just having a ball.
Yeah. Even at laugh when the last when he wins the tournament,
his chip was horrendous.
Oh, but he didn't care.
No, and he heard them. It was quite good that the mics picked up on it, and he said to his caddy, "I just wanted to make sure it was on the green." And you're like, I mean, obviously we don't live with that. I mean, I live with but we played golf on Friday, and I live with the pressure that I haven't played in a while, and I wanted to make sure that I'm playing no bad golf. But imagine being with your best mate, just knocking a golf ball about, and you turn over, you wave bye bye with 3.6 million.
I know. It's crazy.
I think Roddy was a bit annoyed that he had to give his caddy 10% of that.
No, I think he's probably delighted.
5 days work, 360 grand.
But you know, I think he'd be delighted the fact.
I mean, that takes me a full week to get that. No 5 days, a full week.
Week and a half for you, Gary. Let's not push it.
It says you jumped off your private jet coming back for holidays 2 weeks ago.
So
I'm running a bit late. I've just stepped off the plane, you know. Yeah. Where are you, Mark? I'm here. I'm sorry. Buongiorno. Just back from Rome.
For Roma.
And he's tan and all that. He's here swishing in the window.
I've just not swished in the wind for a long time.
I can see absolutely zero about that.
Maybe sweat in the wind. You know. Right, so
you made a point earlier, right, about Scotty Scheffler. About Schauffele and Scotty Scheffler coming back for Valhalla, right? I wanted to pick you up on that. No, as in, I think you're wrong, because I think you're 100% right. I don't know if that'll be in Rory's head straight away, is that he can win as long as Scotty Scheffler's not there, he wins.
Is that the answer?
Aye.
Yeah.
And then there's the other side. Scotty obviously will be practicing away while he's waiting his missus pushing out their first baby and getting contractions and all that lovely stuff. But is he practicing hard enough, and is he naturally good enough to beat Rory when Rory's on the form that he's on just now? And will that be in Rory's head? Oh my God, here comes Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah, here comes Scotty. Yeah.
That'll be interesting, won't it? And I'll tell you what sort of interrupt you. I know I'm really good at it.
And I bet you they picked the two of them to play.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Sorry, I just made a big loud noise there. Sorry. If they put the two together, I don't think, as much as I love Rory, right? I don't know if I can bet Rory to win if we put him out in the first two rounds with Scotty Scheffler. No,
I beg to differ. And I know it's strange for me this time.
Wow.
But I do think him and Shane winning, getting that monkey off his back, and then winning there at the weekend, I think that's a massive turning point for Rory.
Well, his tail will be up, and he'll be like, come and have a go if you think you're good enough.
I know it's Quail Hollow, and I know it's it's Wells Fargo. I know he's done all well in the past
4 times. That's amazing.
But Rory does well at courses that he likes. He likes Valhalla.
You could see them when he got interviewed for the CBS. I think it was interviewed him. The girl on CBS. When she mentioned Valhalla, he just looked. I'm ready for this.
He loves it. He loves it as a course. And
I just hope he doesn't go and again
try too hard.
He doesn't go and work on something.
Yeah.
Just because everyone was flowing. And I'm not telling Rory to take my advice. But if you're, even when I'm playing my normal everyday golf.
Many times have you actually given Rory some coaching in this?
Well, I have tried to.
On the 11 minutes, it's about 5 times already.
I'm in the wrong job. I should
got a shot, Rory. Rory, don't do this. Don't play for it. Don't take it.
What he has to do is get a fan to walk next to him every time he's indecisive. Just text Gary.
You mean you? You just walk beside him.
Mate, I did the Glen Eagles and it was just the best experience.
And the police had to step in.
They come over and they said, "Have you not got a restraining order? I'm sure it's you."
Sure,
there'll be a picture on there on the board.
Are you Gary Shillett?
Is that you?
No, that's not me. That's my brother.
No, that's my brother. Brother's called Kevin, but we'll say Gary anyway, won't we? No. I don't know. I think at that point, hopefully he just lets it roll.
I hope so too.
Because it would be. I know it's not the monkey off his back, because the monkey on his back is a Masters, but to have another major, especially with the conversations that must go with Brooks Koepka. And I liked what Rory said as well when they interviewed him, and he said on the third day when he had 2 bogey-free rounds, and he said, "Now I know how Scotty Scheffler feels," because he had 2 bogey-free rounds. Because normally Rory's card is par. Bogey, birdie, 3 bogey.
Double bogey,
and the proof in the pudding was the 18th, wasn't it?
I know.
Double bogey. I'm like, because I forgot to pause it. I'd walked away and I come back and I'm like, what's he doing? He's out with his driver, and I'm like, Charles, did he pop that in the water? And obviously, Charles is like, what? It's on, but I'm not really watching it. Gary, normally the commentating's coming for you, YouTube, but you know what I mean?
Gary, I can't usually see telly because you're usually licking the screen.
I'm usually cuddling the TV. No.
I know. But that goes back to that, I suppose, they were talking about. They've talked about Tiger and how Tiger...
Was it so again, I'm not interrupting you.
Oh, that's okay, I'm used to it.
What was the tournament that Tiger won all the time? He won like loads. Was it Sawgrass? Was it TPCs?
No, did he not win...
He won like...
Don't want to Bay Hill like 7 or 8 times or something?
It was definitely one of them. He won loads.
Yeah.
That's what Wells Fargo is going to turn out to be for Rory. Because he did say, I'm desperate to come back to Charlotte and see how many I can win.
Yeah. And a commentator made a really interesting point that him and obviously Xander Schauffele coming up the last. How many times has an American walked up on the last green with a non-American and the crowd is pulling for the other guy? Now, people don't know.
He's the estate agent looking at Charlotte, just now, isn't he?
Yeah, but people don't not like Xander Schauffele. He's quite a decent guy. He's a brilliant golfer, top 5 in the world, and a phenomenal player. But he's walked up there on the 18 thinking, wait a minute, I'm not the home man here. No. Rory's, and the crowd was going mental.
And they all stayed. That's what the commentator said as well. What does it feel like when there's nobody left?
Yeah. But that tells you people love Rory because he plays
that golf that's aspirational and it looks so natural as if we can turn up to any golf course on the planet and play golf like that.
But you also know that there is an aberration in there as well.
Aye.
There is.
I think that makes him I'm not saying he's a people's champion because he's not beats total box office.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because you don't know what's going to happen. On the tee, you're thinking, this is going 350 yards, but it might not be going straight.
I meant to take a picture of it, right? But it showed you, and I can Google it in a second, actually. I mean, that's what Grant's really good for that. believe Ben's not.
I know,
the best.
Ben's very good at all.
Lewis, don't even start me on
I
Lewis.
know. If only we had Grant.
We'll just leave that where it is. I mean, I was dying to see what Rory's driving stats were for his last round on the Wells Fargo Championships 2024 that just took place.
Yeah. As he types furiously on
because I saw it flashed on the screen and I meant to take a picture of it.
It says he was first for driving distance, first for accuracy.
It was like, honestly,
1-1-1-1-2-2 or something.
No, there was one as well, but it was just all the 300s. It was like 330, 340. There was one at 385. 385. That's a taxi, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd put the golf ball in my pocket and get a bus.
That's a par 5 at some courses.
and then drop it off.
I know.
How did you were playing a wee medal on Saturday?
I had the ball. I had a wee bit of card fever. I have to be honest.
Whiteitis.
Yeah. I actually had struck the ball really, really well.
I had a spy in the camp who did tell me you hit the ball really well.
But scored really, really badly. I just couldn't get the ball in the hole. And to be fair, after the first couple of holes, I wasn't too bothered about it because the greens, like everybody's greens this year, are still far too early because of the amount of weather and rain it's had during the winter. So I wasn't necessarily hugely bothered. I was more interested in just hitting the ball. I think I reached the par 5 up the hill, 13. I reached that in 2, had a driving iron to that.
Very good.
And so I was pleased with it. Got a lovely couple of nice birdies in the back 9, got a nice 2 on 17, which is always, so I might be in the money, as they say.
You leaving it in the shop?
Absolutely. I'm just going to get a wee kitty.
I'll spend that. I'll have a glove needed something.
You will do. Gary will
I'm just going to use Mark Rowland's money.
Yeah, Gary said it was okay to.
I'm waiting a text from a friend here to see if what Rory's stats were.
Did not got your stats yet.
Nice. In the final round,
here we go.
McIlroy's registered drives. First hole was 344 yards. Second was 321. Third was 312.
I always come off the third. That was a 3-wood. That was obviously
that's ridiculous, isn't it?
But
it's ridiculous.
You've seen his second shot at the first as well, and he's obviously it's just a phenomenal, amazing.
See when you see his irons and how they look like the knife you used to spread your toast. Looks like a butter. Looks like for spreading butter, and you hear the noise of it, and then it's all shiny and all. You're like, At that point, I hate him. Because I can't do that. No. He hits a golf ball and you're like, what a shot that is. And then you see the golf club and it's like the side of a fiver.
But Gary, most pros can't hit the ball like
Rory.
And if pros can't hit it like him, then what chance of obviously?
See, you need to get yourself a set of T100Ss or a set of T150s.
That's how you plug it with another plug.
Hello, Titleist.
If anyone from Titleist is listening, so
I tell you, we did get we got some lovely hats sent to us by PXG.
We did, yeah.
So thank you so much, Adam Chester and Rebecca West.
And I have already worn mine.
You did. I didn't wear mine because I was looking to get a wee bit of tan in my baldy head.
And what happened?
It burned instead. Which surprise, I'm Scottish, eh? But I did mean to bring it tonight, so I'm really sorry. But we'll bring it.
Honestly, they were lovely.
They're bellers.
Yeah.
And I was so chuffed because all my neighbours saw the postman come with a big PXG box.
And it was 2 caps.
I was so chuffed. That's amazing for us, isn't it?
No, it's amazing.
I was so chuffed.
It's, the reaction to the podcast so far has been nothing's short.
I'm going to be really narcissistic here, right?
It's not like you.
Oh no, this is priceless. So I was in the gym today, right? I done 10k today. I was running at the gym and I was sweating profusely. And I know the usual people that know the gym, and I got off the gym and a young guy come up to me.
No way did it.
On my dad's grave, he came up to me and said, "Have you got a podcast?"
What did you say? No.
I said, "Have you heard me talking in the change room and try to plug it in the change room?" He says, "No, I actually watched it, I liked and I've subscribed it."
Seriously?
Yeah. Mate, I would nearly burst into tears.
I
had to take my shoe off and waft the tears away. I was so impressed with myself.
So that you're a media celebrity now?
I don't care what happens wrestling. That is my 30 seconds of fame. I couldn't care less what happens to the rest of my life.
Sweaty and hot.
Mate, I was looking like a bag of washing, honestly. I had a big
red recognise you like that?
Mate, he just came up and he said, "Have you got a podcast?"
Are you Gary Shelley?
No, you didn't say my name, man. That's a terrible one. Who's going to forget that name? But it's usually Gary. How do you spell that? That's what it is. But anyway, he said, "Have you got a podcast?" I was so delighted. I did ask. I did say to him in the change rooms later on, "I'll give you that 20 quid. Yeah, right, I'll give you that 20 quid later."
Next time, say it in front of the girls.
No, my wife watches that. This means something, Mark.
Does it?
This means something.
Okay. What does it mean?
It means I'm under the thumb. That's what it means.
It means that you are the property of...
the property of shells.
Yeah, shells. If lost, please return to.
She would probably say put it in a lost and found, probably.
Just leave them.
Do you know who I was quite impressed with as well? Who goes under the radar a lot? Seamus Power.
Yeah, actually, yes. Yeah.
I looked at his earnings. He has made a small fortune.
Hasn't he just? For people will be like, who's that?
Aye. And I looked at it as well.
And I think for the benefit of probably 80% of the population.
He is Irish. He plays the PGA Tour.
Yeah, I know. But he does phenomenal.
Do you know, he wasn't that far for the Ryder Cup.
No. Well,
he played so well, and knowing the point system, but he played so well. And
was it Rome visiting at the time or something?
It might have been the same flight as you when you're wee Meerjet. It was apparently because he went in or run a forum, and Luke Donald was apparently looking at him.
Seriously?
Aye.
See, that'd have been
I mean, only made 301,000 for coming tied 16th.
I know.
What a poor guy.
That's tough.
I mean, imagine taking that home to your wife. Why should be ashamed of yourself?
What are you doing?
Justin Thomas.
Did okay? Yeah.
Right. I just stuck your head in the microphone there. Sorry, chaps. It wasn't me, it was my specs.
But it's good to show me a bit of form again because he's struggled.
His putting is awful.
It is. For somebody who his short game used to be phenomenal.
Do you know what I heard as well? Who's that commentator? Schauffele. Do you know what he said? It was, which I found was quite funny. He said he can't remember the last time he saw a good putter with a Scotty Cameron.
Seriously?
He said all the good putters are there playing with TaylorMades or playing with Odyssey.
Yeah, that's true. What did I play with a Scotty Cameron?
I play with an Odyssey. No, I don't know.
You don't.
I play my Nike just now.
Nike. You don't play with an
no
Odyssey.
offence, Gary. That is the worst putter.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nike. I know you're quite big, but
I know you're a relatively big company.
I was all putting with that.
You probably would be, yeah.
It is a terrible putter.
Much more fuel off of that.
That's for sure. Let me see what else. There was something else I wanted to say in there. Wyndham Clark, Mr. Big Talker. I'm better than Rory.
Yeah. But
tied 47th.
But to be fair, last year he did.
He was all right, but you can't count with that gumph and then turn up to the Ryder Cup.
What did he win last year, Gary?
Yeah, he won the PGA, didn't he?
What else did he win?
I don't know what else did he win.
He won the tournament Rory's just won.
Oh, so he was the defending champion at Wells Fargo.
Exactly.
I don't pay attention to anybody else when Rory's playing.
Obviously not.
Why ask me golf questions in a golf podcast?
It's like, why would that,
honestly?
So talk about it. Did you see the Women's European Tour?
I did.
Okay, so who won?
I don't know who won.
The Women's European Tour.
Who won the European Tour?
Well, the HG Kim. Obviously,
we're speaking about that on Friday.
Yeah, we're talking about how absolutely massive. We're talking about that within, was it Korean golf, there's like 70 or 80 professional tournaments a year.
How do you do that?
I know. Which is just
I'm going to play every one. No, you're not.
I know. It's impossible. Oh, who's phoning you?
That's it. I just...
Oh, leave the wee message as well.
That's a bad sign, isn't it? That means I owe somebody money.
It does.
I'll put that on. I'm so sorry.
That's what we'll let you off.
And Lewis, you need to end your keep and get that deleted out of there. You need
Right, HG Kim, golfing superstar in Korea. Yeah, absolutely love her. And Charlie Hull came second. She actually went a wee bit of form.
Charlie Hull's not a bad player.
Yeah, she's not bad. Hits the ball a long way, for.
And our almost namesake Hall won the Open, didn't she?
Yeah,
she's a good golfer.
Yeah. And obviously, I suppose one of the biggest stories was, did you see the ladies PGA Tour? Mm-hmm. Rose Zhang.
She's all right.
Oh, minus 24. The girl who came second.
How much would they beat us by?
Oh, 24 at least. So
how dare you?
But the girl who came second was minus 22.
Minus 22.
Segstrom. The next one to them was minus 9.
You're a bit of an oracle for women's PGA golf.
I think what it is I think that sometimes I
watch a lot, but I don't.
Yeah, the ladies' tour or something is much more interesting. I think if you want to try and learn to swing a golf club, you've got to watch the women's PGA tour. You've got to, and I go back to this whole thing about Nelly Corda has technically one of the best swings you'll ever see.
5 in a trot as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, but she finished 7 under, so I think she fell away a wee bit. She was in the contention after 2 rounds, then the last 2 rounds, spanning went 73, and kind of fell away.
I wonder if that's not the Rory factor, but you wonder if that's the pressure for the press saying you're going to set a record.
Well, if she'd won the 6th one, she would have done something that no other woman had ever done in obviously PGA golf, and that's won 6 in a row. And that's including, Annika, who is a legend.
Sorensen was incredible, wasn't she?
And so was Nancy Lopez. Davies. Was a legend as well. You've got Nancy Lopez and Annika Sorensen.
Lopez, different class.
Who are two of
That's more my era for women's golf, to be honest. See that when the Solheim Cup kind of was in Dalmahoy, that sort of stuff. Yeah. That was incredible.
You go back to the sort of
incredible.
Yeah, you go back to. I was going to say, you go back to really old golfers.
No, I don't want to say that.
Yeah, why is it? I don't want to say that
because
it would show your age.
They probably were even born when we were talking about.
That's a good chance because we did have somebody.
What age did you use? 27. I'm 25. My beard's older than you too.
What was it we asked Grant a question?
I've got pants older than you.
I asked Grant about a question about somebody who was some tournament. He went, I don't know who that is. And we're like, really? Like, okay, we'll just kind of like glide over that a wee bit because.
Well, actually, I'm going to totally digress here, right? Do you remember I made a comment about Harman, about what he said during his interview, and I put a wee thing on LinkedIn. I've had some serious responses for that.
You?
Aye.
What?
Well done.
Well done.
Like it. Nobody disliked me for it.
Oh, right, okay.
I put it quite professionally because I wasn't that happy with what he had to say.
Yeah.
And how he conducted himself. I was quite impressed with that.
I think the problem is with Butch is that
he was terrible.
Yeah, he's
Butch?
Yeah.
Brian
or Butch Harmon. But Butch Harmon, no, I'm talking about Butch, the comment that Butch Harmon.
No, I'm talking about Brian Harmon when he commentators were speaking about the golf course and saying, how do you feel?
I thought you were talking about Butch when he made a comment about Rory's swing. You know, so
that's my fault for just totally changing the subject there, sorry.
That's okay. Because obviously, the comment that Butch made about Rory's swing as well, and he had a right go at him on television, you thought.
You wonder why. You
think for someone who's supposed to be a client and has come to see you for a bit of instruction.
And because he changed it so quick.
Yeah, but so whose fault's that?
Well, you know, well, no offence, but that's any coach.
Yeah.
Because I think when we were kids, there was two schools of thoughts for PGA coaches. There were, everybody should swing the same, which is impossible, obviously, for body shape, height. I'm a small fry, so you're taller than me, Roddy's taller than me. My mate plays off +4, which is incredible golf, but he's 6'2".
Yeah.
So what chance have I got to make my golf swing look like his? Absolutely none.
But what height's Rory?
Rory's the same height as me, 5'9".
So it doesn't matter what height you are. Seriously, I mean,
same.
You go back to times of Jack as well.
Same bicep.
Remember when Jack started playing golf as well? Everyone thought Jack was this big monster.
I know.
You know, it doesn't matter. It's how you get the ball or they get the club in the back of the ball. You know, and you could have the worst swing ever, but as you say, it's that bit there, that bit from there to there.
I think it's that bit there to there. That's 6 inches. No, if it's 6 inches, 12 inches. That's 12 inches. Is it? Between your ears. I think that's the biggest fault in golf for me.
I think it's for most people.
Because you were saying how you played. I would have lost the plot at some point. Because see, when you're hitting, especially the opposite, see when you're hitting the ball really well and you don't score, I can get away with that.
I think I get to the point, Gary, I thought to myself, because I'm still learning, you know, the course to a certain extent, and I realised
golf is hard.
Yeah, but I realised from playing on Friday that the greens were not that great. So I thought I had no expectation. So when I just couldn't get the ball in the hole, even though I was more content about my play from the tee to the green and hitting some cracking shots.
Mate, see, come the end of this month and beginning of June, Cobbles greens will be incredible, mate.
And I think that's
fast.
I think that's and I like fast greens, you know. And I think
Airdrie's greens were good, weren't they?
I think that's the difference. That I was much happier. See, if I'd played really crap and still shot really crap, I'd have been more disappointed. I think I took some, you know, there's some sort of bits. I thought I had some cracking long irons, medium irons, right on the pin.
Your shot at 17 apparently was a belter.
I know. And the shot I hit like stiff on like 13 or 14, you know, and I hit it to like 6-7 inches away from the hole. Beautiful shot. And then with the par 3, a lot of cracking shots that I'm not overly disappointed with, obviously, the way...
I keep banging that table, sorry.
Obviously with the score, I was more... it's early, and it's early in the golf course's sort of evolution for this year. So
great golf course,
but it was interesting, and I enjoyed it as well, which was good. Roddy's good company. The boy Ricky that I played with, who's a greenkeeper there, great company, good golfer.
Hits the ball a mile.
He does. Shouldn't hit his driver. Should leave his driver in the house because the one shot he pulled his driver out twice. One, he put it out of bounds, and the second time he put it in heavy rough, and it ultimately cost him probably 3 shots.
Yeah,
doesn't need to hit a driver because hits 3 wood a long way. Beautiful draw, middle of the fairway. It doesn't have to hit his driver.
I can't hit a driver.
But he actually did say in his head, he all of a sudden he thinks it's par 5 and he hit a driver. No, you don't.
I think Roddy was saying as well that the week before he'd hit his driver at the park, he thought had it amazing.
He said he did, yeah.
But Roddy said to him as well when he hit his 3 wood past the tree at 8.
What are you doing?
Big hit. Why are you hitting driver?
Yeah. Because his driver was...
Are you Club Championship qualifier this weekend?
It is, yeah. Yeah, so... I know, more pressure.
Shaking like a shitting dog on the first tee there, big boy.
No, I've done that. I've done the sort of shaking on this first tee. So, no, much...
Cobbles, that's a tough start. Par 3.5. That's a tough start.
It's a tough start.
Especially don't go and warm up in the nets.
Because you've got that par 3 downhill, you've got... Next one's a long par 4. That even if you hit a good drive, you're still hitting a medium to low iron.
I think I hit a good drive on that Friday.
You did? No,
I think I hit a good 7-iron at the green one.
That's what I'm saying. But Gary, you hit a cracking drive and you're still hitting a 7-iron off the front tees.
That guy's hitting driver wedge.
I know.
No, 3-wood wedge.
Yeah.
What a swine.
It's just crazy. And even at the next hole, good par 4. If you can walk off after three holes on Covo and be level 4s, you're probably got a half a chance of getting a decent score because there's other holes after that where you can actually manage to sort of claw some of the sort of shots back. So I wasn't unduly disappointed. Yeah, it was not great, but I was more interested in how I actually had the ball from tee green, which was, some of it was pretty encouraging. So I was quite happy with that.
So next week,
yes,
Alison McKecken from Golf at All in Glasgow, the new driving range. So she's coming on.
So what's the concept behind that?
So I think it's a smaller, fun version without being disrespectful to a Top Golf. I think it's towards the fort.
Okay.
Do food and stuff, and you get a wee hit of that. She's PGA, obviously. She's head of golf at Golf at All. So she's really keen to come on, and we've asked them to have a look at a partnership.
Yeah,
which would be great. And then I've also had an email and a chat with Emma Ballard, who's the editor for Women in Golf UK. Okay.
So that would be good.
So I did try and cajole her into coming on today, but I didn't mail her to 1 o'clock. So it's a bit a push for 4. And she lives in Birmingham. Don't you can do 3 hours in Birmingham?
No.
I did offer Zoom. I know I'm a technological fool, but I did say, you can do Zoom.
Yeah, we've got Zoom. We can do that.
In 10 minutes. I'll get Ben to send you an email. It's all fine. Ben will fix it. And there's this new guy, Lewis. He'll help us out. It's fine.
Apparently. Allegedly.
But they're playing in White Craigs on Wednesday.
Are they?
We need to get ourselves sorted with some tournament stuff, don't we? Go and play.
Yeah. Well, we have discussed something about you potentially trying to qualify for the Seniors Open.
I thought we've got to leave that just so nobody
knows. No.
So we've got to talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
I think I've had a couple of conversations with some, and I won't hide it, with club manufacturers to say, can they help us? Can we have a chat? But I really need to start playing if that's going to be the case.
And you need to start hitting some golf balls as well. You know,
well, it'll be good to have a chat with Alison to say, can we use your facility to practice?
But also use that as a bit of a
sort
of storyboard as well, and obviously get the fact that I hate to use the word journey because obviously everybody uses it. It's not the X factor we're on, but that sort of you taking you from where you are to obviously potentially qualifying for the.
For being a fat, baldy amateur normal playing golfer to being a fat, baldy amateur normal playing golfer.
I don't even know why they use it.
I don't know if Sky Sports would look at me and film me, but I think if that puts weight on you, I'll need to start being sick at night or something just to make sure I fit into the TV screen. I mean, I've got a big TV, but if I'm
widescreen,
it'll need me. No side profiles, please.
Yeah, just take
between my fat belly and my big nose. I don't really want to be on the telly. I want to get a go. And I did think about contacting Barry up at Downfield because that's one of the qualifying courses. Mm-hmm. And I did have a wee sneaky look at previous scores to qualify. 2 under qualified by about 3 shots last time.
I genuinely think you could qualify.
I played well on Friday. Different course, obviously, but if we're going to go and do it, then obviously you're the money guy. We'll have a look at entrance fees, but that's definitely a sponsor.
I definitely think it's something.
But it'd be great to film that. And then, how easy is it to put videos onto the podcast?
I'm sure we can drop in a wee video just obviously as a side thing, showing you a bit of practice. You know,
can you make me thinner?
No.
Can you Photoshop? Wait, try to see. You looked at me as if that's an impossibility, fatty. Is that what
I was looking at you as if you don't need it.
Oh dear. You do know that Gary doesn't pay any of the bills.
I would like to say that is absolutely true. I'm not going to deny that whatsoever. Club manufacturers don't listen to Mark.
Yeah, absolutely. You know.
So I'll be open as well. I have contacted most club manufacturers to ask would they be interested in having a wee contra deal, and that would be part of the journey, which obviously we think's a great deal, but I genuinely don't know how these things work. Should you ask? Should you no ask? Is there a process? Is there a protocol? We have been knocked back by a manufacturer. I won't say who they are.
Okay.
They have said no very politely.
Okay,
it was a really polite.
No.
We'll say no. I won't say what I said in my head when I was reading the email through the tears. If I could manage to see it, that they said no to. How dare you? But definitely, and I was talking to Shells about it as well. And I played in the Europro when I tried to be a golfer with a guy called Mark Wright. Incredible golfer. incredible. Hit the ball. My God. Then that way, I didn't have glasses then, but I asked to borrow somebody else's glasses so I could see where the ball went. And he then said, if you're not hitting about 500 balls like every other day, and or playing as well, he's just forget it.
Which is that's an incredible commitment. It's their job.
I don't think that's the case in the seniors.
No,
because I don't think us senior guys have got 500 hits a golf ball in me every other day.
No, definitely even a week possibly.
I wonder how long it take me to go to bed if they're hitting 500 balls.
But imagine that the seniors would be a bit of fun.
Five golf balls.
Yeah, just I'll warm up. I'll hit one with my wage.
I think everybody else, other than the top 10, 15 golfers in the British Senior Open, no as in the senior tour in America, the Champions Tour, I reckon other than the 15, 20 top guys over here, I think you're right. I think that is pros from golf clubs who are really, really good golfers, or ex-pros who have played at a top level. Andrew O'Connor obviously springs to mind. What a phenomenal guy. Everybody else is over in the Champions Tour in America. So I definitely think there's, I mean, I'll come last. If I qualify, I'll come last, but I couldn't care less. No. Imagine the buzz.
Come second last.
Can you imagine? I will trip somebody up to make sure they're injured so that I do come second last.
You know, just puts DNF beside him.
Just
tap him last.
Tap him right in the ankle with a wedge. Oh, sorry. Oof. Crack
I think you're right. I think there's a lot of guys who have been, not necessarily journeyman pros, but guys
I don't
played,
think that's been disrespectful.
Not guys who maybe not played at the top level, not been in the top 15, 20 of the European Tour. You know, not guys like Monty, or I know Langer plays in the Champions Tour in America, but people like Frank Nobilo, who I think Frank's probably pretty much retired. He's just a pundit now, you know, and he commentates, talks a load of nonsense on, you know, and has no idea what he talks about. Yeah, I don't think he's won anything recently. You're like, oh, actually, he has won something.
It was like 3 weeks ago, Frank. Yeah. And you were there, by the way.
You commentated on it. I know you've got a short-term memory.
I think it'd be quite a good challenge. I mean,
it's an amazing challenge, yeah.
If I'm being 100% honest right now, the answer is no chance. There's no chance I'll qualify if I played how I'm playing now. I know I played well on Friday, or I hit the ball well enough, didn't score really good, but I think with a ton of practice, there's a possibility.
Yeah.
Absolute possibility.
I think so.
And that's not being blasé or big-headed or anything.
I think on a good track with good conditions.
Downfield's an amazing golf course.
I think with good conditions as well. I think you've got a really good chance. Yeah.
So any club manufacturers that are listening, feel free to contact us at AmEveryGolfer on YouTube and also on Instagram.
Yeah.
I did that myself, Instagram.
And on Patreon.
I know that's really easy, right? But that's a serious feat for little old baldy guy.
Patreon, TikTok. We're on all.
Are we on TikTok now?
Yeah. All social media. See, I did that. I didn't even tell you. I don't have to blow my trumpet. It's all right. You do one thing and all of a sudden we've all got to hear about it. You know.
I've got to take that because
it's absolutely true.
I am so sorry, guys. How is that better? Well, that's so loud, isn't it? Hello.
Hey, turn it the other way then.
It's the big sale.
Turn it away from you.
I think I could do that.
You could do
that on the TV. The big sale.
Come with subtitles at the bottom. You know, and people are like, what's he actually saying? What are they trying to sell?
Who are they two guys? What language is it, they two guys?
Can you imagine Americans watching us?
No chance. No. Oh, I think they would love me.
No,
they would not so much you.
No, they would love me. They wouldn't understand any of the two of us. They'd be like that. There's these two guys from Scotland. Now, they actually sound as though they're having a really good laugh. We've no idea what they're talking about.
The baldy guy, what? And the two of them are baldy. What are you talking about?
What's baldy? One's just less baldy than the other. You know, it's like, they're talking about golf. Are you sure?
Are you sure that's golf?
Yeah, are you sure that's golf? Because it doesn't sound like anything golf related to us. I'd be mental. You know, they would not understand. We obviously speak very quickly, and I think that even people down south would probably struggle with some of this stuff.
My mate who works for Nespresso, he understands me. He has no idea what you're saying.
Why is that?
I don't know. He just said that. He said, "Who's that guy?
Who's the posh fucker?
Who's the very? They'd understand you. They've no chance of understanding me. You are a bit posh. Even I hear it. So you hit the drive from the other side, and it was a draw.
Yes, it was absolutely and then spiffing.
I'm like, all right, mate.
Yes. It was at least 3 under par.
It's a lovely draw.
Yes.
Anyway.
It started out about 5 yards out to the right and came back in. And there'll be guys down south who'll be like, is that what they're talking about?
That isn't golf. Surely it's not golf they're speaking about.
They've just talked about a draw, you know, and 5 yards out to the right. All of a sudden, this
so when did you do TikTok?
I did it last week.
What about communication?
I did communicate with you, but you were probably too drunk and your Rory loving. You know, that's probably
I was absolutely drunk in love.
Yeah.
I think I'm still. I was a bit leg sore. I was a bit leg sore this morning.
I don't want to know.
No. For staying up a bit late at my ripe old age, I wake up for the toilet 3 times through the night.
That's true. So that walk for you to the toilet, is that what made you tired?
No, it was honestly, I did do a bit of shouting.
Did you?
Poor Marcy's lying in bed for school this morning, and I'm like, yes!
She's like, Daddy, I need to get to sleep.
Daddy, can you please stop saying you love Rory?
It's
2010.
Remember that you have a daughter and Mummy loves you too.
So she's at me to go back to golf.
Is she?
Marcy, yeah. I've got a lovely video of Marcy. I might give you that to put on, actually. She had a cracking wee swing. And she does say, this is cute as a button. She does, I know we're digressing here, right?
Yeah.
But I've had a crack in a drive. And it could have been the worst shot in the world, to be fair. And you can hear in the background saying, good shot, Daddy.
Yeah. But that's good. And if Marcy's got a sort of obviously natural ability, she's an amazing gymnast.
She's done so well at gymnastics. I can't say enough about the gymnastics, but you're right. There's something there about the hand-eye coordination or something, because she even, obviously, I'd shake my butt a wee bit like Rory. That's just releasing tension. It's not a copy of Rory.
Of course.
It's to release tension back. Ernie Els did it. And so, I think he
did he?
Aye.
You sure? Have you ever mentioned Ernie Els ever before? It's always been Rory.
I'm getting so caned just because I love Rory.
You do?
I don't hide the fact I love him. Right, anyway. Dick. I shake my back a wee bit, and Marcy does the exact same thing. I hear the... But she got a wee love driver, and I should this one.
You definitely, are you trying to eat that?
It's these specs.
Is that what it is? Take the specs off.
I can't read any information. I'm trying to see if I don't get it. We should have been called the specky golfers. What about these people moan about stuff like that? Why can't we be called specky golfers?
Because they're called specky golfers.
No offence, obviously, Lewis. You're a brigade. You're a member of us. Yeah. You're a member.
He's a fully paid up member.
He's a fully paid up member.
Brigade, I know.
I quite like his specs, actually. That thicker rim, I like that.
What, special specs?
Mine's are really expensive. Mine's a Matalan.
Are they?
Matalan, £20, 1 point plus 1.5.
They're lovely.
They are for Matalan. Yeah. And look at that. That's designer, isn't it?
It's definitely something. Yeah.
Anyway, so you wear glasses playing golf, don't you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll put them on that so you can remember what it looked like.
I'll put them back here. No, I don't know if I could do that.
What?
Because I sweat a lot, so they'd fall off.
What, playing golf with glasses on?
They'd fall off. I mean, I didn't be an elasticated band like as if I was 6.
That's what you
could
do.
Hold my glasses on if I was going swimming.
You
can get the elastic fall off.
Get the elastic at the back and we'll just tie a wee knot there. So, so if they fall off, they can actually just hang around your neck. A bit like Larry Grayson.
Like that. I like that. I really like that, mate. I really like that.
I have my moments, you're not interrupting me, obviously, those moments.
So let's get back to talking about golf. So if we do go for the seniors, then what kind of plan would you have?
For me?
Because not for you, you're carrying a bag.
I know, I'm kind of...
You're just a caddy.
I know, what plan would I have?
Because you're the business guy. I'm a business guy, really, but... Well, not so much.
You mean, what would we do in terms of...
what would be our plan?
We'd fill in a forum, I would imagine.
I would definitely fill a form in. You'll definitely need to get the moths out your wallet.
Fill in a form in, pay the entrance fee, and then sort of like...
Well, can we Google that? Well, let's have a Google at that. When's entrance? You're faster than me, Ben. Do you mind? When's the cut-off for applying for the qualifying of the Seniors Open?
I'd imagine it's probably quite soon.
So would I. I genuinely would like to have a pop at it.
Is the Seniors 2 weeks after the Open? Have you got the
generally 2 weeks?
Is it the Open and the Women's Open and
Women's
the Seniors?
That's exactly that's exactly what it used to be. Mm-hmm. I don't know what that thought process is.
And where's the Women's Open this year?
I have no idea.
That's what Google's for.
I'm not that good.
Yeah, no, you're not that good. You have your moments.
I do. I'm actually really good, but I just don't like.
The UK qualifying round is the 24th of July.
That sounds about right.
You sure it's close to that?
No, close. $7.3 million.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. August the 22nd to the 25th.
As late as that?
Aye. So it can't be. The seniors must be. The seniors in between that.
Yeah, it must be in between that.
Must be. Let's have a look at. I'll do it since because Ben's of it as much as my glasses hitting his microphone. And Ben's.
Well, you got silence there. Where you actually
he's actually qualified to do this.
To do what?
It must have been a long. So July the 25th to the 28th. Guess what the post is? Is it Carnoustie? Zero chance. 2.8 million.
Well, we could win some of that.
I should actually,
even if we came last.
Actually have Googled what do you win if you come last?
It'll be like,
what is last prize? Let's have a look at this.
Prize money. Last place.
Last place.
What is last place? It means, it means you're the worst.
Last place. Prize money.
All right, okay. I'm glad you expanded that question.
At the Rangers Open.
Okay, what is it?
Oh, here we go. Oh my God, there's a huge amount of blurb.
Is there?
Sorry, Wikipedia.
It says the first qualifying round is Monday the 8th of July, Firestone Country Club, the Fazio course.
No, that's American one.
Yeah.
You're
Is that the American?
Yeah.
Seniors UK Open. Sorry, Seniors Open Championship.
Yeah, come on. There's
definitely one at Downfield. I'll do it, Ben. Sorry, for goodness sake. When's the end? I mean, we're paying for this.
I know. I barely paying for it.
Providence quite good this week.
It is. Probably checks.
Yeah,
Quite good.
cool.
That's a long time since I've heard that word, isn't it? Probably check.
I'm that age though.
We're both of that age. And the penny, policies.
You're actually older than me.
I am older than you, but I just have aged particularly well. You know, it's like a fine wine.
A bottle of Buckfast, more like for me.
Definitely a bottle of Buckfast.
Not that I like it. I don't like that.
Have you ever tried it?
Never.
I know we're digressing you slightly, but obviously coming from West Central Scotland, it's a sort of staple diet, is it not?
Aye. So you can
Especially
qualify
you're from Airdrie,
Southern Down
obviously.
Golf Club, Pyle and Kenfig Golf Club, both in obviously Bridgend. Oh, the Macanahannies Peninsula.
Oh, is it Macanahannies?
Aye, Monk's Island. There must be more. There's definitely a qualifier at Downfield because I read it on the R&A website. That's the one I would go to, think.
Yeah.
Royal Port Call, that's a cracker.
Yeah, I'm not sure I would go to Macanahannies. You're liable to get lost there.
I had balls.
Yeah.
Like hundreds of them.
Lost in the rough.
Aye.
Where was Guy last seen? On the floor?
Aye, the rough was 5 foot tall, so we couldn't see
I
him.
know.
Obviously, he was a shine off his baldy head. As he was
The
looking
golf
for,
club above like that.
as he was begging people for go and buy me some golf balls, all you please, because I've lost all mine.
If you find a Pro V1, just give it.
How dare you?
You know, I've got this one that still says, it's all crossed out, it's practice.
Aye.
That'll do, give it.
If you found this golf ball, you're as wide.
I know. I imagine that you're on, obviously, in your bag, and like, what have you got? I'm putting one of the practice balls that I stole off the range.
I filled my bag with Seniors Open golf balls.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, if they're TP5s, I will tell you now, I will be taking a couple of them in my bag.
Of course you will. But a couple of dozen, and I've got to carry the bag. But I'd be like, oh,
That's an idea. I think we should definitely commit to that.
What, taking a bag to steal the golf balls?
No, definitely commit to try and go off. I think we should.
A Maurice Flickcroft moment there.
Wait, Maurice Flickcroft, you are showing your age there, boy.
No, just because it was a film on. I just watched recently.
But then we then putting AmEveryGolfer on our golf bag. Mm-hmm. I know a women that can do that.
How
was your print?
Amazing. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Sorry, I've been totally digressing to golf.
Yeah, just a personal moment there.
It was a love-in. Another one.
No, I think we definitely we do. We took that on the obviously on the front of the bag, and we get everything sort of liberated up.
I think since we've got PXG hats, they would allow us to do that on the side of the hat.
I'm not sure. They might do.
I know that.
They're our property.
Well,
You know, unless, of course, PXG want to do that at their expense.
No, I can't see that happening. To be quite
No.
honest.
Is that the conversation you had?
No. I've not had that conversation as of yet.
As of yet. Yeah.
I'm not shy
No.
at all.
No, I do you know what would be? I think that's definitely what we have to do because I think it pushes the podcast out there as well.
Aye.
And we'll do a couple of podcasts from it as well. If if you're playing there, definitely
Practice days or practice nights.
go to practice days. I'm sure people will be quite happy to.
I will put weight on because when I drop Marcy off to go to gymnastics, I generally go to the gym, but now we drop Marcy off at gymnastics to go and practice
golf
golf balls.
balls. Yeah.
So you will see me getting fatter as it gets nearer, and I've got the golf ball coming back further because I can't turn it anymore because I've been a bit big belly.
But it's amazing you were saying that. Obviously, when you lost the weight,
2.5 stone, and I massively feel the difference on the golf
and
course.
you started to feel you hit the ball much better and further.
I can actually turn. Because before you would literally stop breathing. Obviously, a diaphragm. That's your diaphragm turns as you turn. But I think I was getting to 9 o'clock in my golf swing and going, oh, that's a bit tight. But now I'm back in that.
I know.
And you obviously hit the ball further and hit the ball a bit sweeter. But when I get my new irons, I think I'll hit the ball a bit better.
You know, and obviously
club manufacturers are listening.
And obviously you had that Simulke.
I think I need to change the grip because you've got some big hands.
Yeah.
I've got some.
I'm using the +4s.
I've got some small hands. I need normal grip, 2 layers of tape.
Just 2 layers.
Just 2.
I know. I found it for me. It just helps.
Because you're mid-size +4.
Yeah, I know they are mid-size +4s. Yeah, they're big, but
it's almost like a baseball bat.
I know, but you've got a baseball grip, so
I have the baseball grip. That's quite weird, isn't it?
It's really weird,
isn't it?
It's strange considering
every
the level you play
list,
at, and obviously Obviously, the feel you've got around the green as well is amazing. By definition, that should not work.
No.
It should be the complete opposite.
That's what I was going to say. Every pro that's ever gave me a lesson, Andrew McIntyre, who's let us down and come on tonight again, just want to put that out there. And Kirsten's got great coach, Kirsten, to be fair. Both of them have said that generally should. You need to be doing this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I genuinely feel we're interlocking as if I swung it, there'd be some house windows in danger of my club slipping in my hand. And then I've tried it a few times and I hit the worst golf shots.
Seriously?
I think I lose, and I'm not lying, I think I lose 50 yards because I hit it and it just feels like, floppy.
So what about interlocking then?
The other way?
And
that's worse.
Yeah. What about that then? The
overlap.
The
overlap could work, but I think it would be really strong.
Like the old Faldo or Greg Norman type thing where he's got the...
Yeah. No, I'm just pure. I grab the spare skin that I've got because I'm old.
Okay.
That's how I hold
so
it.
So it's like
that's I've got one big massive wrinkly hand. No, I genuinely feel that overlap or interlock, I genuinely feel as if I'm going to let the golf club go. And every pro that I've ever said, do you know what? Now sometimes you get a wee point in your lesson where you lose feel of where the club head is, and you go and see the pro and you say, look, I'm not hitting the ball very well. Can you? And they go, okay, hit a couple of shots, and you can
see them looking at your hands.
Behind their head, they go,
what are you doing?
What's that he's doing?
Yeah.
And how is he? Show me your grip. Hold the golf club up. And they try and say, show me. They say, just hold the golf club up. So get to this position, and I go, and they go, what is that?
Are you sure that's your grip?
This is golf, son.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Are you playing baseball?
I've never done anything else.
No.
And I know that's quite weak because I'm virtually all the way around, and I do try and get my two knuckles to see and two V's to my right shoulder. I get all that lovely stuff. And then the other thing they really get, so we just make me feel terrible. Right?
Okay.
The other thing that they always tell me as well is that my stance is so wide.
Okay.
And they're like, I can't work it either. Because my left foot's splayed all the same, my driver, to allow my hips to come through because I'm very old and I can't get round anymore. So I have to do that as well. I used to be here and I used to be right foot behind my left to stop that fade coming to almost try and play a draw, but it's just to eradicate a wee bit of my fade.
Right.
So I do that as well. So let's put all my bad points in here. Right? I'm never playing golf again. I'm rubbish.
I know.
And then
you want to try and qualify for
and then my putting stance is wide open.
It is, but
Billy Horseshoe.
But again, as regards your putting's a very individual thing.
Billy Horseshoe, and then you were mentioning, obviously, I used to get called shorty for how good my short game was. I've got mid-sized grips on my wedges, but normal grips on my irons.
That's really
it's weird, isn't it?
It's weird. That's weird.
Because when I go to get my clubs re-gripped, it's like an A4 piece of paper. I've got to say, right, so my 52, 56, my 52, my 56 and my 60, a mid-sized grip, thanks very much. The rest of my irons, normal golf blade grips, 2 layers of tape, probably. Same with the driver.
I think with the mid-sized plus fours that I've got, what it does is...
They're massive.
Yeah. Where I think you lose out slightly is feel round the green, just that sort of real feel
It's
shot.
release for me.
Yeah.
So I felt it on the release. So when I hit a 15-yard fade compared to I played like a 5 or 6, when I hit that, it's my right hand can't release through the golf. So when I've struck the ball with the driver, you want to roll your wrist at the end and release the golf club, I'm still open.
Yeah.
Because I'm struggling to hold on to the golf club because your grips like that can't.
But I'm doing that to try and stop my hands from turning over. So I'm trying to sort of almost...
So I'm going to be critical of yours then. Do you see with your band shots, do you know what you're doing? So that's a golf ball. That's your club path. That's your club path.
Inside.
You're really inside, man. I genuinely saw you hit a couple, and you hit, to be fair, you hit, when I really watched, you hit 3 times I watched, you hit really good shots. But I seen you pull your golf club back and I thought, yeah, that's lost. And then I was like, that doesn't work either. How does that work?
I know.
It's really bad. Oh, no, that's not really bad.
Yeah.
Actually. It's really intense.
It's really
Says for somebody who goes straight back and then comes over the top.
It's like,
with skinny grips and all that nonsense. You've just killed me. But you can... and Roddy actually said it today when I was speaking to him. He said, Mark really comes back on the inside, doesn't he? Oh, Roddy the superstar. And I said, he really does.
Yeah.
Did you see him hitting his wand?
He didn't hit it. He hit it okay. He hit it a lot.
Did he?
You know.
He does hit it a lot.
I know.
I think it's the old... It's as bald as my head. It's got a big clear bit right in the middle of it.
I think that's the problem. I think he's scared to change it just in case.
He will never change. Mate, he's got a sim driver as well, and I think his mate was wanting to get the QI10. And his mate said, I just trade that in, and Roddy nearly gave him the death stare. He said, no, that's just because they're in the cupboard, just in case I need to go back to it. That's Old Faithful. And then obviously the wand. I have seen him hit, for a mid-handicapper, I have seen him hit.
But he's
Sky Sports TV shots.
But his grasp of also how far he hits it, because we're on the second.
To the yard, by the way.
Gary, I'm going to say something. So, we were on the second, and he hit not a bad drive, and he's like, I'm just going to lay this up 100 yards short of the green. He was 98 yards short. It was just mental.
How does that work as a mid-handicapper? I think if Roddy hadn't had, he's got a back that you could, it's like taking a lollipop stick and you could break it. That's how easy you'd break his back. And he's got a golf swing like a giraffe taking a drink. It's like this.
Oh, I know. He's like, I know. So far away from.
And you're like, that you've just caned me for my golf swing. Yeah. Roddy's swing should never work.
No.
But we played in the Members Guest Championship at my golf course in Marhall 2 years in a row and won it 2 years in a row. And the first year I played like an absolute dog. Roddy was magnificent. And I hit a couple of good drives. So he was in areas where he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. It's like,
what club that plays?
Is this still your golf course? Do you know what I mean? But he played superb. And I've told you the story, and I've told everybody this story. They were on the second at Marhall. It's a really long par 3. It's about 231, 32 yards to the back tee for a par 3. So you had a 3-iron, or you had a cosy rescue in there. So we're still with these two, my mate who's a member and his mate who I don't know. It's a blistering hot day and Roddy pulls out his driver and his mate does this to my mate. Look at him.
I know.
You could hear him. And so I'm thinking to myself, because I know how good he is. So Roddy's got a driver out and he smashes this thing about 40 yards left and there's a huge oak tree at the side of the green. And if you hit the oak tree, it just drops you straight in the bunker, which is taller than this room, the bunker. And Roddy's ball starts to come in and you hear him saying, go on, baby. And it hits the top of the bunker and runs up to less than that laptop for the hole. So obviously we're bouncing up.
Yeah.
Roddy knocks the ball in and I see my mate's guest. He's like this. And Roddy just casually says, that's a 1.
Is that 1? It's a net 1.
Because he's got a shot. Yeah. And did he not turn up to the 17th? That's a 1. he got a 2 at the 3 par 3.
Well, 17 as well, obviously, on Saturday. Shocking. So, you know, obviously downhill, but into the wind. So the minute you hit the ball up in the air, it's just going to sort of fly up there. So, I'm hitting a long iron. Ricky hit about, I think, a 6 or a 5.
17?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was quite into quite a bit of a wind. And then Roddy's talking about hole-in-ones. And Roddy went, I had a hole-in-one here before. Right. And then, so he pulls out a driver. Hits the driver, I'm thinking.
17.
I'm thinking,
the house is on.
It's really close. And I mean, like, I'm thinking, and he turns away, turns his back and starts to walk away.
I just knows.
And I'm like, Roddy, where are you going? I was like, Roddy, that's going to scare the hole. Without a word of a lie, it ran over the hole. You know. And he went, yeah, when I hit it, I knew it was the same kind of shot I hit when I had a hole-in-one, but I didn't want to say anything just because I just mentioned the hole-in-one I got about 5 minutes.
He's a nightmare, honestly. I don't know anybody else who can hit a rescue with spin. I don't know anybody.
I hit a driver and actually held it on the green. Like, what?
It's terrible, man.
It's crazy. Didn't get a 2. I get a 2. But that's another story.
And you're in the money.
Yeah, I know.
Have you had
£1.50? You know, I don't know much it is. No.
I was quite, listen, I'll take that. This is a genuine, right?
Because there was
only
only one
play
other,
for 2s.
There was only one other 2.
We'll see. Yeah. If they've not dumped it in a pot,
I don't think they have.
Some serious money. Or if they've categorised it.
I think they've just categorised it.
Oh, you're getting about £2 or something.
Cat 1, there would nobody.
No, you know, nobody. Cat 1. That's all I play golf for.
I'll get my pound back.
I play for 2s. I play for 2s. That's what I play for.
I wish I'll get my pound back. But like, well done, Matt. There's a £1.
I'll still spend that. That's half a Mars bar. I'll use that.
Sam, I gave you £3.20. I'm at least expecting that back.
That's bad.
It is, I know.
I've had that a couple of times at my home.
But the other boy, I think, was he was mid-handicap or so again.
Who got a 2?
Yeah.
He'll get a fortune.
They were talking about 50, 60 quid. And I'm thinking, that'd be quite good at 50, 60 quid of vouchers.
That's half a pair of shoes.
I'm thinking I can maybe just accumulate some of that in the end of the year. Maybe get Gary a set of TP1.
No, I'll get Gary a set of T100 S's. Yeah. T150s, that's like a dream.
I know.
That's like a dream. T100, I do love them, I'll be honest, but I'll go back to the fitting process of PXC, those T.
But you said that, and that would be interesting to understand the difference.
I'd love to go to Titles to get fitted, just like you said, no for a freebie. If they want to give me it, I'll take it. But to make a comparison on the PXG fitting process because it was incredible.
And what different club would they give you? Would they give you exactly the same swing weight? Because by all accounts they should do. Should they give you the same loft of irons? Yes. Same lie? Should it be flat? Neutral? Or,
they increased the length of the shaft.
Yeah.
To make me stand up a bit taller.
But it'd be interesting to see whether they give you the exact same fitting. Not trying to give anything away. Obviously, if you do go to Titleist, don't want to give you all of a sudden there's longer irons and there's a different lie. But surely, if the fitting process is to fit the best, the best version of you, it should be the same for every club manufacturer.
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's an interesting question and it'd be interesting to find out.
I'd love to. I'd love to.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting to we're talking about the golf team we've got to get a couple of the guys along and help them to fit out people. But then what would happen then if you hit a few shots with these irons? That's the perfect irons for you. You go in the first tee, you just duff it.
You'd be a bit money back, please.
Well, actually, they turn around and saying, right, I'll have a set of them. Thanks very much. They'll do really, really well out of the process. Are really, really bad.
Your fitting process was great, but they're wrong.
Yeah, the wrong clubs for me, definitely.
So, are you betting in Valhalla?
I am.
Are you betting Scotty Schauffele? Easy bet?
No, I'm going to bet.
That's your new nickname, Mark Easy Bet Nolan.
I'm going to bet the person that I.
You're not allowed to bet, Rory.
No, I am, because if we go back to one of the first podcasts we did, when we talked about who we are obviously picking for, obviously the Masters, the PGA, the US Open, and obviously
you did say Rory. I'll give you you did say Rory.
Yeah, I did say Rory, and we both did say actually Victor for the Open as well. And I do think, and you notice Victor was actually better as well. Definitely going the right direction.
It's interesting to hear though when you hear the commentators say they don't know what changes Victor Hovland's made because his swing still looks the same.
It does, I know.
But he's adamant he's changed loads.
I've changed so much my swing like that. Are you sure?
I think Andrew Coulter's a great commentator. Love him, great golfer he was as well. But he made some great points. He's like, I don't think you can change that swing because it's so individual to him. That's like us talking about Eamon Darcy and all that sort of stuff. Because how could you teach that? There's no way you would. Scotty Schauffele, you can't teach that.
You wouldn't teach. Yeah, Scotty Schauffele, you would not teach that. And you're talking about obviously, in terms of ability.
He just wants to know numbers.
He just needs to see, right, Scotty, you need to hit that 186 yards.
What's my gap in? That's all I need to know.
Yeah. How far am I hitting this? Right, that's fine. I'll just do it. To dance about as much on the tee, his hands must be absolutely phenomenal.
Right, mate. So next week, Alison from
amazing
Golf It, which I cannot wait. The week after, 3rd of June, is Alan Tate. Cannot wait.
Yeah, it'd be good to get Alan on.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
See what I did there? Alan Tate, can't wait. He's also quite excited about it. So we can't wait. So we missed him because his travels, because he'd done about 8 million miles in a week. He's about 6'4" and he went to Ireland and they gave him a feet 500. Oh, he looked like Barney Rubble.
Right. With the roof off.
Terrible. He's a giant. He's a giant. But
he's a big man.
An amazing guy.
But also a great speaker as well.
And phenomenal.
And obviously
what a career.
We are going to try and get Kenny on if he can really get over Saturday, the red card, so I couldn't believe I watched it this morning. I have. He
has said yes. I can show you that.
I have watched it a few times, and he's the only one. And it's a bad, sad day. I know we're talking about football.
Why are we talking about football on a golf podcast? I know about football.
When obviously Kenny's going to. It's a yellow card.
There's a yellow card.
And even Sutton was like, it says in the 1970s, Kenny, that was a red card.
Who?
You know what I'm talking about. Your friend.
Sutton.
Everybody's friend. Your friend.
I don't know a Sutton. Do you know Sutton? The golfer.
But even Chris Boyd.
Can we stop talking about football?
Okay, but actually, to be fair, Kenny Miller's a good golfer. And there's and we will talk about. I know we're talking about football, but it'd be interesting to talk about how a lot of footballers go into golf.
Harry Kane, phenomenal.
Yeah,
Jamie Bullard, what a golfer!
Oh, fantastic!
Jamie Bullard, he's going to try and qualify for the normal Open.
I know you said that. I know, but
what a golfer!
But there's some phenomenal golfers.
I've actually messaged him on Instagram and asked him to come on.
Have you?
He's yet to answer.
I know. Was it for Alex?
Jimmy, get yourself sorted, pal.
But that's the thing, that a lot of these guys, because they've got so much time on their hands. Okay, especially now.
200 grand a week and only work 40 hours, work about 20 hours a week.
I know, if they're lucky, so.
I don't want to train it there, I've got so legs.
I'll go to hit some golf.
Go and play golf.
Yeah, and that's the thing, isn't it? These guys, and then obviously when they finish up their football career, a lot of them go and play golf.
I think Jimmy Bullard will qualify.
You think so?
Like, have a look at him on YouTube.
Yeah.
He strikes it so well.
And Gareth Bale, for
brilliant golfer.
Yeah, but again,
sponsored by Adidas and
slightly unusual swing.
Right. I'll take it.
Yeah, take it.
No, I think, what is he? 3? Same as you?
I don't know. What is he?
I think he's 3.
Is he?
I'm sure he's 3.
I thought he was scratch.
Don't know.
I don't know, it'd be interesting to find a week. But again, great.
I'll play you. There you Gareth Bale. I'll
Great.
play you. Bare feet.
Right.
No shots in par threes.
Tenner hole.
Tenner hole.
Tenner hole.
No, I'll bet a tenner. He can do 10 grand.
He he'd probably still afford it. So
it's loose change. That's like me losing 5 pence.
that's a regular occurrence.
Right, so next week we've got Alison, and that'll be perfect for us. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to Never Ending Drivel. Sorry, Lewis. Sorry, Ben. I can see your ears are bleeding in the back corner.
Based on
there.
that, thinking, I'm never doing this ever again.
Lewis is like that. He called me Specky.
I know. Are these two guys actually real?
They're not doing a podcast. They're just talking shite for an hour.
That's entertaining shite. But allegedly.
Right, thanks so much. I'm going to look at TikTok since I never knew about it as well.
I know. Thank you very much, Gary. Once again, it's always been a
Always a
pleasure.
pleasure, mate. Always a pleasure, mate.
All right. Take care.
Take care.
Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.